it's such a dramatic difference from the majority of his career as Booker, such a master in that mid-range.
Shot it right over the top.
DA with a hand off the Book, sets him up. Time to eat. Booker's shot comes up short. Rebound, Ayton finds Booker. Book thought about the three, crosses him up, floater, yes!
What a great move by Booker.
Works his way down inside, rebound by Book. Plenty of time left here. Pull up three on the way, deposit from deep.
Well, that pass that Book had
here early in the paint.
They're coming off the 20 and 14 effort on Wednesday night. Squaring is Booker, and he knocks that one down.
He was the hitter. Garland tripped up again. Book turns on the Jets, finds Bridges, sneaks it up quickly.
Well, the Cavs woke the Suns up. Suns sitting here waiting on the Cavs, watching them play last night after dealing with that devastating buzzer.
Here in this third. Defensively, he's up on Paul, joined by Nurkic. They double to Bridges, to Ayton, who knocks Covington down. Rotated to Booker, who looks at Adam Silver's signature on the ball and then whips it in from the corner.
2 field goals in the ball game, and the Nuggets turn it over. A 2-on-1 coming the other way. Crowder, Booker, got it.
Ayton turns, got denied by Davis, kept alive for Booker, who cans the triple.
It's great initial defense by Anthony Davis. He gets that first one, but Ayton, why Bazemore goes down?
Hield looking for the pull-up, won't get it, throws it away. Paul finds a slashing Jay Crowder. What a pass from Book.
Great ball movement by the Suns.
Nurkic trying to keep Crowder at bay, who fights off the Bosnian Beast and scoops it ahead to Paul. On to Booker. Bingo, and the Blazers need time with 3 minutes gone by here in the third.
In the open floor, Chris Paul, as good as it gets with finding the shooter.
In regards to getting up and down the floor. And Suns love to run themselves, but they got to get back defensively against this team.
Booker working on his former teammate Ricky Rubio, and Book with a little 12-footer.
The perimeter defense they lost with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Alex Caruso moving on as Booker splashes the jumper.
Well, you had 2 of the most productive.
Sox averaging a team-high 6.5 assists, but also a team-high 5 turnovers. Back-to-back buckets from Book, and then they'll get a quick timeout.
Side just to our left. Booker with 17 points, now 7 of 13 shooting. Remember, he started 1 of 6, and he is starting to really cook.
Out of the hands of DA, finds Payton. Booker on the drive and kick. Quick ball movement, Suns snapping it around. Now the Kings retreat. Transition defense. Book fades, fires, connects.
And locked in. 1 of 2 from threes for him, but shooting 50% from the floor. He's got those 7 points.
It's not working as well as it did in the first quarter for the Cavaliers.
The birthday boy working on Garland. 4 on the shot clock. Rising up and rips the twine.
And that's what you need. Just take it, take it.
Booker turns the corner and lays it in.
Continues, so Ryan, for the Lakers. That is a beautiful finish. Gets that off the top right.
He makes DeAndre have to look up.
6'11", and feels like his arms are 6'11". Book in the mid-range, yes.
And it's 7-4, the Nuggets with the early lead. Nice pocket pass to Ayton. Foul line jumper is good. He's 2 for 2.
Several of his misses were in what you'd consider his wheelhouses. Book on the drive and kick. Behind the back beauty from Crowder. Over to Book. Sets and fires. Down it goes. A long 2, they say.
They whipped it around and found Devin.
Collapse the defense and find CJ.
Nurkic makes his presence known on the ball, then backs down on Ayton. Meantime, Booker squares and knocks one down from the key. Powell, the triple from 22, rimming off the backside. Devin Booker averaged 29 a game last year in the Suns matchup with the Blazers, and he's so good in transition with that burst of speed.
Really heavy.
Little robbery, 3 games, 4 nights. This trip will continue as they go cross country to Charlotte. Chris Paul registers the three-point hit. Sparking things in the second quarter. Out to Bridges. That three short. Book finds Payton. Floater up and in.
Nice floater by.
Because there was no call on the play, so they can't review that. Nurk was clearly dragged down by Booker. Booker lobs it to Ayton, and the big man from Arizona will lay it up and in.
Booker with the 2 free throws cuts into that lead. Sexton on the drive has it yard free. Book up ahead finds Bridges. Little Euro pass Markkanen. Oh!
Ball back to the letter O.
Davis 17. Booker, a good defender, dislodges, drives, scores.
Yeah, good hands from Booker.
Rashawn Holmes to run him over, but that's not a foul you're going to get this season. Book gets Harkless up and knocks it down.
Dunking on people. He did. Down the middle.
Elfrid Payton swings it outside. Devin Booker squares straight away and drops in a triple.
And playing hard, that's what he's got to focus on versus shooting a ton of threes.
Catch and shoot three by Bridges off the mark. Suns control the rebound. Booker's going to try one. Book it.
The opener for Russell Westbrook, just 4 for 13 from the floor, 8 points, 4 assists, 4 turnovers as Bridges splashes a 3.
Minutes left because you go back to the Denver game and certainly the Sacramento game. That's where the Suns really kind of came undone. As Book with the head shoulder fake gets Sexton up. Moving in on a minute to go, a 5-point Sacramento lead. Book finds Crowder from the corner. Got it.
Yeah, you talked about the Suns having some time off, and they've been able to have some practices to get some conditioning going.
Book gets a wide open triple and makes it pay.
Kicks it out to Bridges. Here's Booker giving space, found the wing, and buries the 3 as now Ayton and Davis get into it.
Love wanted the 3, then throws it away.
Post pass to Chris Paul by Kevin Love.
No look dish. Paul to the streaking Booker.
DeAndre is to get another 20 rebound game. Right? I mean, that when you get one, I'm sure it's on his mind to be able to duplicate it.
Beautiful pass by Book.
Just have no business getting beaten a 2-on-1 in that situation.
Booker high arcing and in over Anthony Davis.
Finishing with the lefty.
He's got all the tricks at the rim.
Paul to Bridges, off to Booker. Rocker steps and goes. To hoist one.
Out hustling the Suns.
Biggest lead of the night now, 7 here for Sacramento. Booker tried to turn the corner, gets inside with a left-hand finish, shoulder lid. Former teammate Alex Len.
Yeah, he's looking to drive and hit him on the
Touched
head.
the head, but that call being made by the official behind the play. As Book inside, has it knocked in his hands, gathers, gets it back.
How they did. I mean, those numbers are bared out. When he shot 10 or more times in the playoffs, they were 10-0. Booker floats it in.
What did Coach Monty say to you?
9 points for Garland tonight. DA calls for it. Well, you see the length, those long arms of Mobley. DA, tough turnaround.
Davis, James, Westbrook, Bradley, and Bazemore, the 5 for the Lakers. As DeAndre Jordan comes out, Ayton catches and finishes.
Not so much. Cavs started 6 of 10. They have now missed 5 straight. DA gets inside into the chest of Allen. The finish and the foul.
Up you if you're the Blazers, and then getting back under the rim to turn the basket. Here Booker able to get the 2.
Didn't have his feet set, was fading into the corner, and still managed to knock it down. Over to Crowder, fires. Yes! It's in the same stretch the Suns were a week ago, with tonight the 3rd game in the last 4 nights. Up ahead to Cam Johnson. And Cam with an easy 2.
The Western Conference, you win the Western Conference. You show the elevation every single year. Pay the man his money.
Fading away, left it short. Booker with Bridges running to his right, and Bridges will flush it down.
Okay, so how many times now
The
is
Fox. Healed. They run him off the line. Tied up. Stolen by Crowder. Booker to Bridges. Ties it up.
Get there, and then Crowder with the nice defense, hands up. And then the lob pass to Bridges, and Book
Suns really trying to push the tempo here. Booker working on Stevens off the baseline. Just exquisite.
You put in time. And if he wouldn't have taken that serious, then Monty Williams would have given him the call. So compliment to him for putting in work for years and it paying off.
Oh, what a dime by Booker!
Side lay in, but league average free throw attempts is down to 19, which is significantly low. Bridges from the corner. That is his sweet spot.
Down 27 in the third. Booker and Paul each with 19. Booker, nice find. McGee reverses it home.
12 rebounds. Has 12 and 9 here tonight. Bridges, rebound in the miss. Finds Book, open floor, the drive, and the finish. And a look for the and one.
Medal win with the Olympic team and JaVale McGee coming over.
Paul outside, being jammed defensively by Fox. 3 on the shot clock. Book with a ball fake. High arching shot. No. Rebound. Rashawn Holmes.
Book and Mike will take over. It's deep.
Suns take possession in the half court. Booker lobs inside to JaVale McGee.
Double-digit lead as DA's night will end with 17 and 12. Up ahead to Bridges. Climbs the ladder in a zone. Not surprising to Monty Williams. He talked about getting his team prepared for that. DA on the roll and the finish. Gets the dime from Book.
The Nuggets have stormed back, usurping the Suns 63 to 62 as we approach the midway point, but not for long.
Booker trying to get the Suns on a roll. Finds Bridges wide open in transition. Mikal Bridges, a 3.
From half court. And look at that. I mean, he threw it to a spot
here in the first half. Suns' biggest lead has been 11. Hold a 10-point advantage right now. Book, a little step back. Got it.
Not close. Here's Booker the other way, sailing into the lane. He sees 3 defenders. CJ rips it, but it rolls right to Cam Johnson. And he is Johnny on the spot with a triple.
Here in this second half, the three-point shooting of Sacramento. They're 5 of 9 here in the fourth quarter after they lit it up in the third. Book with a pull-up.
Devin go seek out the guy, block him out, and then go get the rebound. Mikal basically flat-footed, allowed him to jump over. He seems to have gotten into a better rhythm, but still just 9 of 19 tonight, right? And so
Barnes connects opposite baseline this one. He has been a handful. 24 points in the loss to Golden State on Sunday. And Book able to work inside.
Yeah, just even that first shot, they fell off Devin Booker very quickly, and an easy shot. 1 of 2.
Marketed stepping out. Book puts it on the deck. Gets a little contact.
And right now he's got a bigger guy on him. You just put the step back on him.
15 points since. Phoenix is a team with 21 assists on 28 made field goals. Booker kept his left foot down twice, gets it to go, plus the foul. And now Booker
established the right first. Oh yeah, I think there's no question he traveled, Brian.
He established the right.
Book working off the handoff, gets a switch with Capella. Pulls up baseline, got it. Well, there's something about Atlanta that Devin Booker likes, averaging almost 27 points per game.
A little hack of Mitchell Robinson, if he's in the game.
In his future. Book turns the corner, finds Crowder, lets the 3 fly, down it goes. Suns with a red-hot start, a perfect 5 of 5.
Impressive win against the Atlanta Hawks. Booker had 38 in that game. Crowder, one more to a wide open Booker, who's been making his threes, and he knocks one down there. 5 quick ones for the guy they have been.
Walker shooting 41% from downtown. Had as good a look as he's had all night. Under 5 to go here in the first half. Booker working on 48, fading, firing, connecting.
These fans.
Holmes and Len. Wonder if we get a look at Tristan Thompson tonight. He's provided a lot of great energy so far this year for Sacramento. Booker going to work early.
Hasn't spanned a long time, but those 2 guys to me are obvious.
Here's Booker with the jumper. Well, the question then is if you put
12-14, the offensive numbers have gotten better. They've stopped turning it over. But in this first quarter, they've turned it over a lot. As Shamit buries the corner three.
Rebounded Crowder. Devin Booker surveys the scene. He's got a good handle too. Off the McGee pick, fading, firing, and hitting. And gets yourself into a clutch situation. Last 5 minutes. Inside of 5 points. Kaminsky on the dive. That was working effectively back in the second quarter.
11, his 6th on the offensive glass. 7.5 to go in the third. Booker works on Wade, gets to the paint. Markman nearly blocks it from behind. Booker, however, now has a game
Going down.
As we said, the Suns' three-point defense during this 3-game win streak much better as Book elevating over Collins for the baseline. Jay. Here's on the rebound. Suns with a chance to tie. Patrick Beverly extend the defense as you would expect. Paul finds a backdoor cutter. Booker from 15. Tied at 90. Rear misfire on a pretty wide open look for him. Up ahead. Book finds Bridges, who brings the boom.
Suns right now pushing it. Look at that pass from Devin and Mikal flying down the court. Take off, young man.
Bench. The scoring, Scott, has been a problem. As Demps detailing, it's getting a little bit better. The Nuggets, before that last basket, were shooting 60%, which is really good. But the Suns.
Back it goes to Paul. Once more to Booker. Shot clock shows 5. Allen's out there once again. Step back 3.
Yeah, Chris Paul knows.
Pack with it. Rifles a pass across to Cam Johnson. Bridges puts it on the deck. Booker gets a screen from McGee, probing the defense, feeds it up top. McGee knows not to do with it. And there's still 7:21 to go. Paul tied up.
That's the matchup Suns want. Walker can't do anything with Devin here.
Booker almost baiting the defense, rising up over Walker. Book it.
That's suicide.
Could see Jalen Smith tonight. They'll try to work a little clear out with Young on him. Good ball. Kaminsky with a little flash.
For Payton. Inside to Kaminsky now, and he pulls it back out. Booker finds Crowder. Three-pointer on his way is good. Kicks them off.
So when I get out there, I'm going to do the opposite. That's all. I mean, that's the advantage when you are on the bench. That's why you pay attention when you're on the bench to young players listening.
Book swings it to Crowder, who connects from the corner. 12-0 Phoenix run.
Somebody should sign him so we can get 2 assists in a game and go back into 4th.
Oh, you are hilarious. I could do that, but you are hilarious.
No, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Mark Jackson night.
Mid-range jumper goes for Booker. Murray won't get it. Pirtle with a rebound, but Crowder snuffs it out from behind. Up ahead comes Book. Crowder looking for it. DA's got the mismatch, and Booker feeling it from deep.
I mean,
he's finding a home in this rotation.
Hustle plays and a lot of smarts. It's not just the fact that he's playing hard, it's instincts to go with it.
14 points for Bembry. Booker again on the switch with Aldridge. Sarah, at some point you got to do something different defensively there.
The hands of Devin Booker, who's yet to really get sparked. Crowder on the wing for 3.
Suns shooting 46%. Same story. It's Crowder inside, feeds Book, gets it right back. Registers the three-point hits.
Chris was like, look, I can make this shot.
Pistons 11. Knocked away. Suns have numbers. And they're going to get an easy dunk.
Fouled, got bumped, lost the ball, but see the hands up.
Landry Shamet to the Suns.
Bones has got to run straight.
Nice start for the Mavs here without Luka. As Booker, the soft touch.
The handle, able to recover. Both teams shooting the ball well. Suns 67%, Knicks 64%, but they've been getting it done from downtown. Book step back. Good.
Once he locks you on his back, you're done.
On the same thing, the rip through. Luke Walton choosing to leave him on the floor.
Booker, cross-court find to CP3, and he bangs it home. He laces it.
Crowder with a handoff to Booker, who had a first half high of 15. Fires a pass inside to McGee.
Saw him the whole time.
Yeah.
Just couldn't make the pass right away.
When you were in a suit and tie over there, you'd have been standing ready to hug
JaVale McGee, who's been a very valuable commodity off the bench, setting the screen in quarter. A 10-3 close to the period for Phoenix. And Booker leading all staff.
First quarter, Bridges lines up the triple.
Nobody matched up with McHale. I mean, just ball in, just picking it off.
Booker racing the floor, gets the payoff pass, slams it home. Timeout, Houston.
They are 2 for 21 with the long board. The Suns recover. Booker one-on-one, and Cody's up. What much he can do with Booker there.
Works through 8. Crowder comes and gets it. Booker to Ayton inside.
3 off the mark.
Yeah, and I think somebody is getting it. You have Jeff Hornacek on his staff. It's one thing to get great arc on your shot, but it's another thing to shoot it to the moon.
A stomach ailment, so they're happy to have that veteran back on the floor. Is Book. Little dribble hesitation and then hits the accelerator.
2 key players getting in foul trouble. So now Chris Paul and Crowder both have 2 fouls, and I think Chris took exception a little bit what they're doing.
Beverly on the drive, little runner. Book squares and fires, loads it up.
Devin's on the road trying to extend this streak, and Devin's heating up, hopefully, from deep.
That was Steve Nash's response when asked about a pregame. He said, I actually used to really love the second game of a back-to-back because you just wanted to get to it.
Booker banks it in. Devin Booker unstoppable in the early going.
Oh, look at how easy Devin Booker makes it. And his shoulders are always square. I mean, that's such a tough angle.
It's been a learning curve for him here early.
Supremely confident young man, for sure. At the age of 19, was the first signee to the G League. His Book gets loose to the mid-range.
That's what Devin has to do, and he's got that size on him again. You know, you throw him in the backcourt. I mean, you know, Devin Booker normally might have the size advantages most nights. But against this Atlanta team, I mean, he's looking up to these guys. Stop fouling.
Suns with another steal. Booker up ahead. Chris Cross right to the rack, finishing the foul. You see the great acceleration from Booker there in the open floor.
Again, the Suns right now in transition, they're right back to where they were last year. They were the fastest team in the league to me. Back
to a 1-point Minnesota lead. Booker working off the elbow against Edwards. We move in on the 5-minute mark. Book with the ball fake. Sets up the flyby. Money.
Jumping play to get it going. And Suns in, you're seeing Devin and Chris Paul step up.
Teams, he moved into number 3 all-time assist list. We passed Suns legend and 2-time MVP Steve Nash. D.A. gets the
They had no choice but to shoot it.
Right. Bridges on the drive. Touch pass over to Booker. Arching 3. Count it.
Yeah, that ball
last week. Up ahead to Book. Slams on the brakes. Rising and ripping from long range.
That's a tough one because if you challenge that and lose the challenge, now you go down the stretch with only 1 timeout.
That's a 2 for Booker, but he finally knocks down a basket. Shaking his head. It's been one of those nights.
There McGee across to Shamet on the drive, cut off by Nerlens Noel. That's the guy that'll make you change your mind. Book slipping baseline, sneaks it in with a left hand. He's in double figures, snaking along the baseline here.
Yeah, again, the unselfishness, right? Shamet could have taken a bad shot or a contested shot at least. I don't know if it would have been a bad.
Paul works his way down the paint, drops it off to Kaminsky, tied up there. Book again, gets to his spot. End result, bucket. Timeout, Memphis.
Nets trying to keep pushing here. Down 21 moments ago. It's a 10-point game. Booker back in with 5 fouls. Ayton the turn, the hook. Wow, has he been good when Phoenix has needed it.
So well.
Paul jumped the lead that time.
They're going to have some turnovers, but it creates better shots.
Booker, those long strides, lays it in.
So grab the loose ball.
They're keeping the ball moving, which is good against this defense.
Garland's shot was halfway down, 4 points, a couple of assists for Garland as Booker has come out scorching.
Paul was looking for a cutter, drops it off to Booker. Book accelerates to the rim.
That was easy, yeah. That was like a walk in the park.
Crowder knocking down a season-high 5 threes. 17 points, 5 rebounds, couple of blocks. Book able to turn the corner, puts on the brakes, step back, got it.
And Crowder, I gave you a little love with Crowder.
Jay Crowder did a nice job last night on Julius Randle. Got into some foul trouble, but when he was in there, really nice job. As Booker gets the roll on the leaner.
Oh, Booker coming off a tremendous performance.
Finding a little rhythm, pulls up behind the stripe. This one, no. Rebound, Book. Stop, pulls, splashdown.
Wow. 3 times in this game.
Which begs a question, as you said, how does a guy shooting that well get that open?
That open.
And this is the 4th game of a 4-game homestand for Sacramento. McGee on the drive, a sweeping hook. Booker high for the rebound. Rises up, and you know what?
Devin Booker, I think, is underrated as a player, is that rebounding capability. Gets the offensive rebound right there, but...
So warm, and Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton has to be on alert because he could find himself with a dunk.
Paul and Booker have scored 23 of the last 25 points. Whip pass inside, DA with a hesitation. Nice job over the top of Towns.
And there it goes. I mean, it's like...
In transition, it starts with a stop in one end of the floor.
That was exactly what Brian Keefe was telling Michael Grady. Booker gets the switch on Aldridge. Booker, step back 3 is money. And Phoenix has taken advantage of that.
Nice opponents, he's rolling there.
Crowder's made a couple of nice plays as well here in the 4th quarter. That steal gives the Suns the ball back from Crowder. Wide open toss for Booker. He sails one in.
They got lucky on that, though, because they've been a little sloppy the last couple of possessions, and you can't do that against this Suns team. They can score too easily.
Book's been tightening up his handle.
Hard dribble to his right, finds Bridges, down to 7 on the shot clock. Working the 2-man game with DA. Pulls up from 18. Feathery soft.
Everybody touched the ball, I think, except the
5 of 6. They're 9-4 at the 3rd best record in the West. Suns have the 2nd best. Golden State, number 1 in the NBA right now at 12-2. Booker with a shot clock at 5, trying to shake Ntilikina. Fall-away jumper, hit it! Devin Booker with 15 in the first half.
I really like
it. Good start and stop by Booker. Excellent individual defense by Ntilikina. The little fade gives him just enough space to get.
Basketball fans here in Phoenix, they're getting the show here. Some very good movement and scoring of the basketball.
Book with a pull-up in the paint, Nate McMillan.
The sideline reporter. She'd have him like revealing like deep, dark secrets.
Booker gets the roll.
One off a franchise record. A team that went to the NBA Finals a year ago, and after a slow start, they have found the magic. Have not lost in the month of November. Booker, a little finger roll.
79-66. We'll play here in the 3rd quarter. 4 minutes gone. Floater in the lane. That's good.
Right to the tee for the defense.
Green on the drive. Booker slams the door. Pull up 3. Yes!
Dikembe, oh, I'm sorry, that's Booker. I thought that's who it was. Then he runs the floor and gets awarded with the 3.
Porter Jr.
Oh, that hurt.
Great pass. Booker inside the DA.
Jump on him early.
Tice can't connect there. Here's Book. 3 straight games under 20 points as he connects on the straightaway triple. And as we know, when Book failed to score.
Takes that role.
Barnes on Booker. Booker with the drive-by with the left hand, got it to go.
He wasn't going to get the rebound, but he's going to make sure that no Nick got it.
Swing it around, sets up Book. Wide open.
Why do that?
Splash down.
Why leave him open? And then you leave that guy open? Okay. Please don't do that too much more. We'll be.
Conversely, San Antonio, which has been pretty good about taking care of the basketball this season, come in number 6 at just over 13 turnovers per game, is a deep arching 3. The dagger from makes it a 4-point game.
Monty's going to have a discussion at halftime, and the discussion is going to be, look, guys, you know, we got to stop them from getting to the paint.
With a runner, left it short.
Mitchell Robinson had Chris Paul posted up underneath the rim, and they didn't even see it.
Up ahead to Bridges, a beautiful pass over the top by Booker.
It might look elementary. It does, but that's not. I mean, he had to, like, cuff it to the ball. And credit Kaminsky for really fighting on that play.
Book on the drive. Bridges with the ball fake. Kaminsky, come around. What a heads-up play from Mikal Bridges, making the extra pass.
Team is led by double digits. Brunson gets swatted by Booker. Paul, eyes up in the corner. Booker, you bet.
Ayton with another rebound. He's got another double-double. Lead pass inside. Nice little up and under from DA in mid.
Able to gather it, and Phoenix can reset here with a 9-point lead. Booker kicks to Crowder. Wing 3 is money.
Aaron Gordon now covering Chris Paul, at least in this defensive stance. Booker. And Booker, too easy.
I think he settled with that. That's probably Chris Paul.
And Mikal Bridges blows up another play defensively for Phoenix. McGee on the lob. JaVale McGee putting it together.
Davion Mitchell, when he came into this game here in the second half, was playing with 3 fouls. We haven't seen him be
also the securer of KD kicks for the Nets on Yestro.
Tremendous. Still appreciate that.
Ayton, nice touch. Good offense there from Phoenix. Pocket. So has DeAndre Ayton. It is loud here inside Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Booker, tough shot.
Russell on the fade. McGee reaching over the top of McDaniels for the rebound. Cam Johnson on the drive and scoop and finish.
And got blocked.
Shot puts the ball in. He doesn't really, not a great form to be able to get his layup.
The rainbow connection from Mikal Bridges. Everything but the hands that it was intended for.
No timing on that one.
Book with a step back triple.
Rhythm back, and you back off of him like that. It's all net underneath.
7 turnovers for the Suns, 8 for Atlanta. Make it 9 now on that one as Book rumbles up into the front court, working on Bogdanovich, and just floats it up and in.
Talking to him as well.
Kings haven't scored a field goal until almost the midway point.
Bridges off the screen. Boy, good execution.
Because of the great guard play, taking care of the basketball.
Crowder triggers the inbound, looking for Booker off of the screen. Sets up left of the lane. Book it. 13.
He just stayed in front of him. That's all he can do.
Book puts it on the deck. Step back 3 on the reset. Rips it from long range. 38. See for ourselves here. Yep. Toe just across the line.
Mid-range leads him to the 3-point shot.
Paul with the quick hands. Gets the steal up ahead to Book. Feeding Bridges. Who goes boom.
That's 2 on Crowder.
But look, Devin and
here's Harden, lost it. There's the first turnover for Brooklyn in the third. Booker left alone, gets the roll on the three, and just like that, it is back to 16.
Hit the 5-minute mark here in the first half. Paul working on the bigger Collins. Fires across to an open shooter. Booker lets it fly. Down it goes.
You're not going to notice it if you're watching the ball all the time. Watch this screen. Watch that. I mean, that is timely.
Shuts him off. Walker trying to move past Bridges. He says no. Suns with numbers. Here comes Booker. Puts on the accelerator right to the rack.
Put a 4-on-1 break. That's just good defense. He just fell down, and Fournier didn't really want to draw a foul there. That's exactly.
At 8, Paul against Bullock. Wants to take him. Gives it up to Booker with 3 to shoot. Booker has to put it up. Oh, and Booker beats the shot clock with the dagger 3. The ball in it.
This guy is special, coach.
That's just big time shot making.
And a bad offensive trip. They didn't run anything, but he bailed.
DA, nice job of saving that one. Early 8-5 advantage here for the Spurs. Book with a baseline pull up.
Exactly hot right now, but they are fluid. They are active. Now they got to get the jumpers to go. And Devin said, Eddie.
Booker, Herb Jones on him. He's got quick hands. Booker knocks it down. That was all Booker that time, taking on the best.
Hawks able to get back. Paul finds a wide open shooter. Devin Booker splash down.
Wasn't one of his perfect threes, right? He's going to beat you anyway, so slow down.
Booker working on a baseline against Tate. Terrific finish there for Book. He was looking for the and one.
Taco 4 out of 5. He's now the third leading three-point shooter on the Denver Nuggets. And the lay-in is good by McGee. They can't get that switch. That's an impossible switch for them.
He looks like he's rushing it, but that's his release. Herky jerky.
6'9", 255. Book high off the window.
They space the court well. And again, all their guys out there, they have the ability to knock down the three.
Book able to get into the paint and knock down the mid-range.
Booker against Hield. Booker weaves through traffic. Mid-range magic, that's a hallmark of his game.
The pass intended for Dame gets away and into the hands of Booker. Covington turned the dribble, but then Bridges.
Shot clock fading. Porzingis lost it. Here comes Booker. Pull up 3. He's good.
They don't want anything over.
Good catch by our executive vice president of replay, Pat Farrow, for that look as Booker works on Allen. Allen with the contest. Booker knocks it down. He has 9 early points.
Again, Crowder with the rebound. Good look there.
And Barton took the roller. They were giving up a lot.
I mean, back-to-back. Defensively, they've had to really be aggressive, so not to get down by much. And you look at the game, and they're right there. I mean, so if you're the
Stays healthy, averages about 5 a game. Booker with Curry on him, shakes him, knocks it down. Got him oohing and awing here at Footprint Center early.
Here's Devin Booker, drives it hard, gets some space on Curry, pulls up and knocks it down.
Well against the Suns.
Yeah, he did. And then look, he's feeling good. He's coming off a tremendous game. But he is too.
Speaking of coming off a tremendous game.
All season long and certainly during this 11-game winning streak. Devin Booker.
Dish there. The Nuggets playing with energy at the outset.
Yeah.
And Aiden puts it away.
Barton got beat on the screen so bad.
Nice jumpers for either Chris Paul or Devin Booker.
Paul with Beverly chasing. Booker off the screen, fading right of the lane. Cash money.
And then worried about the pass over to DeAndre. Hold off a little bit, jumper. I mean, it's like, and young players have to understand that when you execute.
That one tipped around. Cam Johnson able to corral up ahead to Booker. Book on the crossover, goes on the attack, gets it up and in.
He gave you that look across court like he was going to pass.
Morant was able to muscle that one up and in.
And that was a tough shot. You live with that one.
High degree of difficulty. He moves into double figures, the only Memphis score in double figures. Book with a feathery, soft mid-range.
Be good at cutting to the basket, back cuts, things of that nature.
Boy, Jay Crowder with active hands to steal. High handoff and the finish by Bridges.
8-point deficit. Booker slaps it down. A steal. Booker up ahead. Reverse jam. And a victory lap for the Suns.
And then fouls Devontae Graham in transition, and he'll be at the line with a chance to cut it to 8.
Booker.
His movements and cut off ball.
Wow, Booker flicks it out. Paul extra feed. Crowder to the corner. Booker hits the three. Devin Booker with 7 points.
Doesn't have room to land. And then here, watch Devin Booker. Knocks in the three and turns and looks at the Nets bench. I think it was James Johnson that he was yelling at.
Out. They just are not really catching a lot of breaks here early in the year.
Booker, 9 in a row for Devin Booker. He just kept shooting when he came back in, Stan. He took it
and
over.
He gets to a pull-up. Now he's got his rhythm. But listen, Chris Paul had some assists, but neither one.
He rewards guys that have it going.
Deep three on the way from Book. Goes. Boom.
Be one of the fastest as well. It doesn't matter how fast you are going on your end. They can return it, turn it over, and go against you. Man.
Bridges, high arching three, down it goes. Barrett checking Booker defensively, working the two-man game with DA, draws the double. Able to gather 5 on the shot clock. Into the left hand. Book trying to set him up, raising up from 19. Got it from long range.
Barrett just looks at Devin. It's just, I mean, this is good defense. This is good defense. I mean, what else is Barrett going to do? I mean, there's nothing else he can do. And
with the rebound, he's out here with Payne, McGee, Shamet, and Booker. Booker to the paint, off to JaVale McGee.
Got blocked by Bridges. And here's Booker into the front court for Phoenix. Payne from deep. That puts a silence.
Chris right up in his waistband. Quick hands. Generates the steal. Over to Booker. Book inside. Wide open DA for the slam.
Beautiful recognition there from Devin. Again, just continue.
Injury, at least momentarily. Jay Crowder reached out the foul to stop the play. And then after Kaminsky checks in, Crowder stung with a foul as Booker knocked it down the corner three. So 2 quick fouls here already on Jay Crowder.
Lays it in.
Another high-energy guy for the Warriors, Juan Toscano-Anderson.
Johnson wide open, set up by Booker. A missed assignment.
You know, I mean, they are very tic-tac on stuff like this.
Edwards checking Booker defensively, draws the double team, lobs it up top to DA. And an easy 2.
Throw it up there. Continually getting some stops.
Payton, just what the doctor ordered. Triggers the break. Book from the corner. Goes. Boom.
JaVale McGee igniting this run, and Devin Booker just puts the exclamation point on it.
Play much more than his normal 21, maybe 25 minutes. But to your point, as Crowder lets it fly from deep again, but to get
coaches get upset when you don't execute out of the timeout. Randall's turnover. Randall's upset. He's 3 of 8. Great job.
Straight away. Say his name. Devin Armani Booker.
Either the Suns are executing.
So they're asking De'Aaron Fox to do a lot right now.
Shamet got the stop on Barnes. Booker in transition. Fending off the defender to Payne. Side pocket 3 is pure.
He is an outstanding finisher.
Under a minute and a half to go. Suns with the ball in the lead. Booker, yes! He's found it at just the right time.
Yeah, a tough night. Booker starts on the left baseline and comes all the way over, wide open. Then
You could see why he leads the league in points in the paint at nearly 16 per game. Booker with the final seconds ticking off. Working on Williams. To his left, rising up. Got it! And Book with a little commentary with the young Williams.
The height on the ball, a lot of things he needs to correct.
Well, a little bit like what Steven Silas was talking about is Booker inside, fights off the steal attempt by Green, and that's just...
Second pick in the draft. You ain't got enough weight on you yet, young man. Take it out of bounds.
In the pick and roll action where he's a weapon diving to the cup.
Booker, pull-up jumper from 15, rattles down.
Officials like Steve Javie, Joey Crawford, like, get a tech and a half a second.
Yeah. Crowder from deep. As you noted, seems to have gotten himself together both on and off the courts. As Book shows the nice soft touch. The guy was absolute problem when he was on the floor, both ends.
And he's a smart basketball player. And he's
Dooley.
There you go, Dooley. That's Shamet, right?
Did have 15 rebounds on Friday night and lost to the Blazers. Book swings it across the Bridges again. Lots of time. Same result. That high stroke from Bridges connects.
Four turnovers for the Nuggets here in the third. McGee puts it away.
From downtown, he scored 5 points against his old club in that loss. Had a little video tribute for him. Pass inside, DA gets the finish and the foul. Russell's gonna...
And even concern about Aldridge. The Bembry is taking advantage, and give him credit for doing it with a sense of confidence and very effectively.
Booker slices in, lays it home. Again, taking advantage of that switch on Aldridge.
We approach the midway point of the second quarter. Cavaliers are shooting nearly 50%. The Suns 57%. Paul between his legs to Booker. Devin Booker is 7 for 7.
Confidence from three-point land. 20% on the season. Down the middle of Booker. His first shot is good. Nuggets did a good job.
And I say that with great respect and appreciation. It's not an easy task, but I thought we could have done a better job with the list of voters.
There's Booker to the goal, count it, and one. Devin Booker after a slow start.
Well, Booker could quite possibly be on the top 100 when they get around to that. Good advance pass by Paul. Great right to left crossover.
Connection has been one to watch on that second unit. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. And a fun one. As Booker, he drains a 15-footer. He's having fun.
Comparisons to Allen Iverson, just in his ability to get into the paint. He said AI obviously didn't dunk on people as viciously as Morant does.
Yeah, but you know, I'll kind of challenge Monty on that. And
no loose ball rebound. Paul with the save into the hands of Cam Johnson. Paul gets it back, eyes up across the floor, finds Booker, lets it fly, long range, ring it up. 29.
Well, the Suns are off and running, and Devin Booker's finding himself all alone. I don't know if that will continue. If it does, he's in trouble.
Paul veering. Here's Booker guarded by Bullock. Booker, what rhythm and separation, Booker.
And you're watching here. I mean, that, if you're
pulling jump shot.
Good hands defensively. The Suns register their 8th steal. Booker, tough drive and finish.
Full speed.
See some of this Suns defense, CJ, that when you talk about this Memphis team, it's not as though there's a ton of...
Payne and Booker play catch. Once more to Booker. Booker fires over Okoro.
Woo, boy.
Arch that you see there from the rookie Jalen Green.
And trust me, young people watching, I know you're taught like to get good arc on your ball. That's fine. That's what you need to do. But sometimes
Twardowski.
Well, George Montgomery, who's JaVale McGee's dad, he played at the University of Illinois. He got a hold of me today.
He said, 3. Three on the way from Book. Rips the long-range 3. Fires across the ball. Thought about the 2 for 1, but recognized they had enough time.
Yeah, it would have been too quick if he had taken it. So now it's about right.
The degree of difficulty also elevated in Book.
Brunson finished with 18 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists in the loss Wednesday. Bridges in the corner, buries the 3.
Missed it. We usually see him knock those down. Booker penetrates and kisses it home, and the Suns retake the lead.
Booker looking to take the rookie Thomas. Booker, too easy.
In the paint, now works his way outside, and he will set it up. Great handle. His 2-guard will spring into the air and knock down the jump shot.
So that's about 4 times in a row now.
Has 8 points, 3 offensive boards on that last possession. Here's Booker, shakes his man again. It's twice now he's done that, and he is creating a lot of space for him.
Edwards, though. Not too many people beat Chris Paul to the job.
From the
and
corner.
The ball.
Yeah. This is a Minnesota Timberwolves team as Book just accelerating. Gets down with the left hand, but they're going to launch between 43 and... Suns coming off of a second highest opening quarter in franchise history after dropping 48 last night on Denver, and Jay Crowder picking up right.
Blazers off to a 6 for 11 shooting start. The Suns 4 of 11. Booker way outside from the hash mark for 3. Dead eye.
Execute well and free this guy up.
Devin Booker just checking back in during the timeout. Tries to turn the corner on Edwards. A big body to back down. Tough baseline. Turn around. Fade. Fire. Connect. And give him the and one. Just see you at the free throw line.
Sometimes you think you're getting the best of Devin Booker. And I'm thinking, man, Edwards got him locked up. This is going to be a tough shot. But to that guy, it doesn't take long shots.
Good defense. McGee and Crowder. McGee is down. Looked like he took a shot to the face as Book with the drive and the finish. He was looking for an and one. JaVale McGee still down.
Back to back, it makes it very difficult.
But I asked Monty about that before the game tonight. Nice feed inside from Booker to Ayton. Wrestles it away. Booker on the break. Thought about the 3. Instead, the crossover right to the rim.
Look, the Suns love
not
this.
Able to get buckets on the other end.
Kaminsky, Booker. That's the pet play that they run, and that's the way.
Finney-Smith has to put it up. It won't go, and it's cleared by Paul. Booker in transition, spinning against Brunson. Count the basket. First points for Booker.
Coming back anytime soon, 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even longer. And now without Brandon Ingram, it's another big loss. Is Booker
on the inbound to Booker? Had to chase on the floater. Gets it up, gets it in.
That's beautiful. He knew
against Phoenix.
Ayton. And Ayton puts it in.
Breaking down a win. Here's the Cavs are back within 1. Devin Booker, meanwhile, works on Isaac Okoro. Rises, fires, and scores. Booker has 34.
Got the block. Bridges on the other end. Finds the open Crowder. No good on the 3. Ayton with the offensive rebound. Booker will try and hit it.
Stop on the other end, then push it in transition. This is when they're at their best. Pushing the basketball, you get an offensive rebound, and Booker knocking down the long ball.
Stretch 4 because of the damage he can do inside, but the ability to work so effortlessly outside. Good ball movement, sets up Booker again. Catch and shoot. Rainbow connection. They'll call it a long 2.
Steve is working his way back from an ankle injury as the Cavaliers have the first 4 points. Booker chased by Wade. Wade's assignment 2 nights ago was guard Kevin Durant.
Not a good sign.
Yeah, you prefer to keep Christian Wood outside, making him have to work as Book. Boy, he's got the chef's hat on here in the opening quarters.
Gordon's on Booker now, as we anticipated. Trying to get in front of him, does. That's how you do it. Now 7 to shoot. Booker goes by, lay it up and in.
Talked about this matchup. Fights over. Booker's trying to keep him in front of him. Gets up, watches, steps back and lulls him, and then just boom, attacks that right foot as soon as that came up, just attacks him.
Now they'll bring it back out and get a reset. Booker with a little slip pass to DA, rumbles right down the lane.
Beautiful part about DA and so different.
Williams even referenced that. Very short-handed. But they're at it once again as Booker dribbles himself into one.
Wade can't get it to go. Garland headed back in the Cavalier locker, returned later in the ball game. Booker pulls up. Long distance triple is good.
And that's where they get you.
26, Pelicans lead. Ton of turnovers for the Suns, 11 of them. Had 3 turnovers in about a minute span prior to that timeout as Frank the Tank
in control. Losing 3 minutes, turnover Rockets. Up ahead to Bridges. Finger.
Buddy in traffic. Got peeled. Davis with great hustle. Got on the deck. With Shamet, it comes up Suns to Booker. That's the wrong guy if you're Sacramento. Book it.
That's essentially what we'll get to the Mavs coming up here pretty quick. Oh, what a pass inside by McGee. Just a little bit behind Bridges. Couldn't control. Out to Booker, who goes boom.
Found the right hands, right?
Booker, pull-up jumper is good. It was just 3 for 12 in that first half. Grant dumps it down to Brown. In the corner, Thomas, run off. Booker comes up with a steal. Here's Booker, blasting in, gets the whistle.
Yeah, and we've said, you know, countless times, I mean, he's got the body for it.
Yeah.
To be able to get the contact and create some space.
Yeah, without it, he's got the widest body on his team.
Booker on the drive and kick. McGee snares it. Little turnaround jump hook. 8 points here. 6:09 to go. First half. Suns in front, 35-26.
I'd love to see that.
Get a foul called on Okoro. The good news that the Cavaliers.
The inbound Wood. They mishandled it. Jay Crowder didn't know where it was. It trickled between his legs. It says it's right here. Off the Bridges.
You notice McHale, every time McHale.
A 14-6 start for the Suns. Booker, pull-up 3 is good. Devin Booker locked in. He has 12 points. Booker separates and connects. Timeout, Dallas.
Says, excuse me, a little crossover. Underneath the screen, there's a price to pay.
That scared me. I'm over here.
He just got to put it, like he dropped it in third, then all of a sudden threw it into Ferrari gear as Booker knocking down the mid-range.
Now Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the period. Got it. I'm telling you, he's getting down that little 15-foot mark, and he has gotten.
Rubio deals to Allen. Allen tried to send one to Markin, and that was deflected. Out comes Booker off the Crowder feed. Booker cruises to the basket and gives the Suns a 75-73 edge.
Yeah, just getting into the playoffs, what that means for you moving forward.
You go into the offseason, even just finishing on the great note there, like the Suns 8-0 in the bubble.
Book rising up and brings the hammer.
16. 4 Nuggets in double figures, all starters. Morris was 7. And the Nuggets, after a poor free throw shooting start, are warming up. Now Booker lets it go. Devin Booker.
7 of 10.
It's amazing the bench has been on target all evening, and really the difference in the ball game for the Cavs.
Osmond's a perfect 3 for 3. This guy's been nearly perfect tonight too. Booker, 30 points now. He leaves it short. Long rebound. Who's going to get there? Chris Paul. Paul up ahead finds Devin Booker to the bounce pass. Crowder layup. Yes. Timeout. Hawks.
But you rarely see a fast break.
And they could not foul on it, and so you get a nice break there, and you take advantage of it. It was a semi-dangerous pass there from Devin, because Bogdanovic almost got a hand on it, but good catch by Crowder in the finish.
Crowder with 15 points tonight, 7 rebounds.
I've seen teams pack it in, losing their best player, surrender. They have not the mentality of a surrendering team.
Oh, what a shot by Booker, hanging in the air and then going.
Oh, Porzingis, this is outstanding.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's talent right there.
Just take a look at the spectacular move, spinning, and then the beautiful underhand laying over the contested hand.
And Porzingis is 7'3".
And Payne, the southpaw, laces it up. Booker keeps it alive. Booker got it. Finally, the Suns get a three-pointer to fall, their first of the night.
I mean, the analytics on the guy, arms short, he's not that tall, built like a linebacker. Dude can play.
Sticks, nice post position inside, beautiful entry pass to get it past the block attempt there from DeAndre Ayton.
But he used that left hand. What do you have one for?
Jay said, you know, look, you guys are all talking about the Christmas Day game. His book finds the stroke from the sweet spot, shot of the quarter. Got a 2-second differential. Book already with 9 points. Pulls up from straight away and straight and sweet. Been off a little more this season. Still very capable.
Yeah, very capable. He's an offensive-minded player.
Book gets a switch, rising up, long range, dropping it in for 3.
This could be DeAndre if they come help.
1 second separating the clocks. The game clock from the shot clock. Book into the corner. Crowder, quick fire. Got it! Absolutely for Jay Crowder.
The offensive boards for the Warriors, but couldn't get the follow. Booker. Got a quiet offensive first half for him. Just 6 points until now. Knocks down the baseline jumper.
The Suns coming out cold. But no team has responded better from a loss than the Suns, dating back to last year, as Booker picking the pocket of Bane and forcing.
Someone else is going to have to step up and kind of shoulder the burden here offensively for the Lakers.
Ayton, little jump hook is good.
The size.
Well, he could have been saying happy holidays.
Okay. Could have. Book with a pull up. Shooter's touch. Had that early feeling, can't get that one. Cam Johnson with a rebound, finds Bridges on the drive and kick. Swing it around, extra pass. Back to Bridges from the corner. And McHale loads it up. Here is Jaylen Brown on the dribble drive. Good defense. Into the hands of Book. Finds a wide open Cam Johnson. Down it goes. And this guy has been.
You're going to just get caught up into taking jumpers. You're going to get wide open jumpers. I mean, their defense is not as fluid with the guys out that they have.
Book, tough drive. Even a tougher finish. Bowling ball with muscle before the game tonight. Crowder comes up with the steal. Up ahead to Booker. Cut off there by SGA. Book's going to try this side of the floor. Likes that spot as he knocks down the triple.
And a surprise 11 points by Trevor Ariza off the bench.
Ariza with 11, Westbrook with 10. Those are the 3 primary scorers for the Lakers. Little sidestep by Booker, and that one's good. Oh. He's heating up.
When I don't show up an hour before the tea time, and I show up 20 minutes before and think I can still do the same thing.
McHale plugs the 3.
Pointed out that Steph was the Warriors' top defensive player. He won the team award for team defense in November as Bridges knocks down the shot.
Where he left off the other night after the 19-point performance in his first start of the season. Had 3 fouls, so good to see if Cam could stay on the floor. McGee, nice. Here's Konchar, back-to-back starts. Paul jars it free for another steal. Up ahead to Booker. Scoop pass inside to McGee. Good guy. Horford on the feed. Jaylen won't be credited with a rebound, but kept it alive. Out to Chris Paul. Book on the kick from the corner. Cam, yes.
Robert Williams clapped his hand off like that. as you noted, he's had some very good games. I like this team, period. I think they have a very bright future.
DA, boy, once again showing you the great footwork and his ability
to one of the great defenders in the game, and Mikal Bridges. Bold move early for Russell Westbrook. Lakers on an 11-2 run. They're up 10. Short-handed as they are. Ayton up top from Booker. Nice find.
First week of January. He hasn't played in a couple of years because of an ACL injury and an Achilles tendon tear as Booker knocks down his first jumper of the third quarter.
Devin is on Bane.
Feed up top to Jackson Jr. comes in too strong. Lead pass up ahead to Bridges. Nice job of avoiding the contact. Feed it up ahead to Book, who races to the rack.
Not many players will be
for the Celtics. Just could not be stopped. Another three here by Devin Booker.
He goes right over Isaiah Thomas.
Right now, and I don't think anybody in the orange uniform is going to complain about it.
Langford stepping out. Book puts it on the deck. Pull up off the elbow.
He's not going to stop.
Oh, no.
Suns lead is 23. Mikal, corner pocket three. Down it goes for Bridges.
You want to see him. And again, that's the beauty of him. And that's why I continue to tell people how he's not on some people's MVP ladder is just befuddling to me, the way he controls the game.
Kevin was in protocol for a few games, and we asked him how he dealt with it. And he goes, "What do you mean other than standing up yelling at the TV?"
I'm sure he'd be doing that as well. But
Bridges on a baseline drive, swings it across the Book. Scoop pass to Jalen Smith. Good looking baseline jumper.
One shot to the
somewhere
mid-region.
else. Yes, somewhere else.
Well, as long as you're keeping score, Reggie, appreciate that. You and producer Tom Heights. As first shot is up and in. Devin Booker, the first.
And it just really is a test to see what you're made of.
21-4 run. And a much-needed hoop there. The Suns were just one of their previous 13. Win on the road last night at Sacramento. Steal by Paul. Numbers for Phoenix. Out to Book. Sets. Fires. Yes.
Pass is tipped. It's a turnover. Picked up there by Booker. Book drives in on ball. First bucket back for Devin.
I say you need to lay it.
We haven't seen a lot of that this year. He's been settling for a lot of long jump shots.
DeAndre Ayton pulls a little jumper. He'll knock it down. First basket for the big man, who's having a terrific season.
Charge it loose. Suns with the steal. They've got numbers. Finds Booker in the corner. Long rebound right back to him. Book inside. Challenged by Gordon. Gets the finish and the foul.
As I said,
hates to lose almost more than they like to win. As a drive and kick, they swing it around. Book gets the nice look, and that has typically been the result for his three-point shooting over the last 15 games, EJ.
And Payne with the rebound up quickly to Booker. Booker finds Johnson.
I don't know if Devin needed. I know he saw Robert Williams there. I don't know if he needed to put it up that high.
Under the steal, Bridges with the open look. Deposits another triple.
You don't want to leave that guy wide open with a comfortable shot.
Book sees an opening, goes in the attack against Bane.
Threes, and they weren't properly contested.
And they start off the third, 1 from 1 for 3.
Here's Bridges on a lead from Booker.
7-point game. Book with Bane defending. Over to Paul. Lets it fly. Booker goes. Boom.
Yeah. Another miss for Charlotte. I didn't need David Hughes to follow up on that. He's agreeing with me. Booker. Big shot three. Down it went right in the heart.
Third. Dort closing out.
Yeah, DeAndre doing a good job posting up. That's good. He just didn't get you the ball.
Over to Book. On the pull-up.
Oh, that's not right. That's not fair. I mean, you got a foot right there on that dotted line, young man.
Shot clock winding down. Cam with the back tap finds Book. And gets the soft leaner. Josh Richardson have really done a number on the Suns. They've combined for 28. Got a 2-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Step back three on the way for Book. Got it.
Being that aggressive. I mean, I don't. Normally, I guarantee he won't get past Chris again like that. He didn't think he was going to do it.
Ball cut off. Now they feed it back outside to Booker. Deep three on the way. Registers the three-point hits.
An MVP as well, who understands he's a basketball savant. No surprise about LeBron James, and as Devin Booker hits a tough shot. I think what's interesting, though, and Ali
has every reason to believe he's not going anywhere. Book on a baseline pull-up.
So he's just a good free throw shooter. He's a good shooter.
Oh, no. Excellent shooter.
Yeah, we got to say good shooter. You get offended when you just say good free throw.
Perfect form. The jam for JaVale.
Do more of his fighting before he gets the ball. I mean, so don't allow him to get that deep on the block.
Giving him about 50 pounds is Book off the baseline over Adams.
Possible defense imaginable over the years. Booker kicks it out to Payne, and he knocks it home. And it's a three-point lead for the Suns.
Thunder by one here, 10-9. Under 8.5 to go here in the first. Suns closing out this homestand. Book a little dribble hesitation. Rise up and rip. 1 of 2 from the line. Booker working the two-man game with McGee. It's a leaner inside. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Lakers still have 4 in the health and safety protocols, and their head coach and their radio announcer. As
double his first career start and first career double-double, so not too bad. And no surprise, Taylor Jenkins comes right back with the same starting lineup.
Just don't throw cross-court passes.
Yeah, Wiggins, 14 points last night. He's got a dozen here in the first half. Played 26 minutes in the 117-111 loss. Registers another three-point hit. Active hands. Suns generate another steal. Across the Payne. Looking for another one. Gets another one. Timeout Thunder. Campaign popping some champagne.
It's a no-look shot. Tipping now is Smith. Trying everything in his power to get this Hornets team back in the game. Looks back out there, lines it up. Absolutely for 3. Book is back.
On the driving kick, stolen away by the Warden.
That is a heck of a move there from McHale. And
Book with the save and makes the long-range deposit.
Wow. Misses with the left hand. He's had a rough night. Isaiah Thomas just 1 for 9. That one make was a three-pointer. Up top, McGee fires it down the hole. Great find from Booker.
Jaylen Brown says, I'm here.
Yeah, 22 for Brown. Coming out of the 30-point outing as Cam Johnson elevates and hammers it home. And 8 of the next 10 will be on the road. Book rising up from long range, and yes, sir.
You can't get past them. I mean, those long arms are ridiculous, man.
Lead back to 14. Book on a pull-up. Yes.
He's got it going. It's all about not just getting some stops.
Jump back. Too strong on that 3. McGee getting ready to check in with the Suns as Book gets to his sweet spot.
Look at Oklahoma City asked for it.
Hopefully we'll be turning the corner sooner than later. And just a reminder, with 11 made threes for the Suns, you can head to a Valley Carl Jr. tomorrow. You get a free single Western Bacon cheeseburger to purchase of any size fountain drink.
Fully healthy with their full complement of players in their roster as Westbrook gets the steal and throws it into the hands of Aiden. Booker for 3. Got it. That is a backbreaker for LA.
But they are really high on the future of that young man. Book over the shoulder finds Paul from downtown.
He needed it.
Well, there's that shooter's touch.
They've had 6 or 7 of those.
And they've gone halfway down and out. But that doesn't count, unfortunately for them.
Booker to the 10th floor along the baseline. And another timeout being called.
Trust me, Monty Williams kept getting on this team about don't let your guard down against this Hornets team. Guess what? They have it.
Slow the roll.
But it's Christmas, a little disclaimer. Booker out to Chris Paul. One more to Booker, shooting a career high from downtown. And there's an example why.
The frustration of Crowder as a guy who's a tremendous shooter. But to this point, he has not been north of 40% from three.
Suns trying to make it 15 straight here at home and set up a monster Christmas Day matchup with the Golden State Warriors. Booker with a pull-up, feathery soft. No. Chasing back on Bane. Bane on the drive. And the chase down blocked by Booker, but it gets redirected right. Suns are kind of caught peeking the other direction. Book, pull up three on the way. And Booker goes, boom, at the buzzer. Score of 37-21. Book with a game high 23. 3 of 5 from deep. And the Suns lead by. The back tap there by Bridges. Gets a reset on the clock. Book with smart defending. Nice dribble hesitation. Ooh. Driving in and delivers the two-hand flush.
Ooh, the education in making Al Horford go to sleep.
Feeding Payne. Gets it back. Working on Conchar. Baseline drive. Finds Camp in the corner. Lets it fly. Down it goes. Three-point game in Rocket.
And one of the great pass from Devin, though, to find the hot shooter. Knock it down, Cam.
Thomas misses. McGee the rebound. 1 for 18 combined from both of these teams from behind the arc. With Reggie Miller in the house. And there's Booker, the first 3 of the night for the Phoenix Suns.
I saw it in your eyes. You went out there and you just said, I'm going to get one. And you just took shot after shot, and they started to fall. What's your mentality?
And they were able to get back in game. So they understand the mentality of a team that's down.
How about the Suns' distribution, too, and passing 20 assists in the first half. Booker, hand in the face, did not matter. Right in the mug of LaMelo.
See, hand down. And I don't care. You defending anybody, you can get as close as you want. If you got your hands
for
down.
a moment, but can't control it. Book rising up from deep. Loading up from long range.
Man. Okay, don't try to match that with them. You don't need to blow them out unless that guy shoots.
But Book says, I'm just going to hold the pose. 3 for Book. Suns by 9. Timeout on the floor. Size fountain drink.
Yeah, I think you know, I would love to get one of those. I'm a little too old to be eating all those cheeseburgers right now. The fatigue sets in late in the game. And that's when the good teams take over, because they're used, like Devin Booker, he's used to being out there.
From the Curry family.
Yes, yeah.
You know, Stephen and Seth. Nice, tough drive. Yeah. Mr. Booker willing to absorb contact. And how about the hezzy? Freezes Looney. It forces Draymond over.
The Suns may be developing some sort of rhythm. He takes advantage and gets all the way to the rim.
Book with a mid-range, gets the and one. Shot here that will open things up for him.
Well, again, too, Devin hates to lose. Like this right here, this situation.
Waits for reinforcement. Bridges working the post-up game on Morant. Book sees an opening, gets across the paint, and one.
He needed that one. Go through the net. It's number 1. I mean, when he sees it go through, and all of a sudden now all his calculations start to get a little tighter. Okay, I got it.
Beg your pardon, 13 points. Now he's got 7 boards. Making his way to a double-double. And off the glass, Booker, and he is upset. Thought he was fouled. It's third quarter. Off the window. Thought he got contact on the arm. He's got it going. It's a 7-0 Phoenix run to start the second half.
He needs to energize his ability to knock down the 3.
And it's just the beauty of how contagious that mid-range game from this guy as Booker gets the and one on Dort. Chris Paul.
Yeah, it's building them up, right? And that's what you do with young guys. You really try to balance your criticism, but you overdo it, obviously, with pats on the back, because they need that. And you need it from them. That's a travel there.
I don't understand. You can't step back with two little choppy steps.
Book on the explosion to the rack, right into the chin of Morant. 6:26 to go here in the third.
Devin is feeling it right now, and maybe that's the push the Suns need here.
McDaniels can't put it in on the break. Booker double teamed and trapped, gets it out to Ayton.
How did he get away with that one?
It was a magic act. Booker lines it up, knocks it down in the face of pressure. Tough shot, Book.
Tough shot for a lot of people. Now, that was difficult getting out of that crowd, but that right there, yeah, that's a piece of cake.
Yes, for Book. Yeah, PJ Washington coming over.
Or Draymond Green. When Chris Paul has got the ball, they are up and pressuring.
Bridges. Booker battling underneath. Devin Booker doing some dirty work. Put some muscle in his hustle and one.
The work has always been there. The success is not. The run to the finals made him even hungrier. Look at him digging it out. Yes, the Warriors are undersized, but
these guys excited that they're playing, man. This is a great opportunity for guys that won't get a chance to play.
Book able to get some contact with Dort. Cleared the airspace. 12 points already tonight. Book now the 7th youngest player in league history to 10,000 points. As we mentioned, trailing only LeBron James, KD, Kobe Bryant, Carmelo Anthony, Tracy McGrady. We'll see with that last bucket for Devin Booker in the penalty. As Booker off the inbound, fires from deep. Boom! Devin Armani Booker.
And they there, look at that. No, don't
Bane
do that.
was slow to close out. First lead since 4-2.
He's going to be a tremendous player. This is his team. I mean, he is just that good.
Book left wide open, sets, fires, and connects. 16 first quarter points.
Floater by Diallo comes up short.
252. Can the Suns make this double figures to get a lot of breathing room here, knowing that they will not have DeAndre Ayton?
Booker on target again. 19 for Book.
Well, he made a statement there. Wainwright from the wing with a nice 3 at the other end.
Can't get that mid-range to go. Had 11 points in 31 minutes last night. Book on the drive, finish in the foul.
Josh Hart is just a walking.
And get into foul trouble is the guy coming off the bench. You can afford to do that because you're deep at that position.
Suns with numbers. Book gets the feed. On the drive and dish. Active hands. Suns generate the turnover. 8th turnover. Book pulls from 3 and opens up the third quarter the way he opened up the scoring. I think he's a pretty good coaching record, Roy Williams.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Still donning the Carolina blue. Watched him chat with Cam before the game tonight. His Book on a tough turnaround over Hayward.
Well, and Roy definitely.
Book on the drive. Gets to his sweet spot, knocks it down.
10. Brunson with that shot on the doorstep. Bullock defending Booker. That's a tough match, and Booker shows you why.
Once you leave, it's hard to get back. And I'm so glad that could happen.
Book puts it on the floor. He's got 12, make it 14.
You have a ton. He was
winning plays on defense. Man picks up his first personal. It's Paul to Booker, defended by Coffey. Shot clock at 4. Boy, that was a sweet stroke. I mean, they've all looked good.
Hero in the front court. Booker with a head of steam. Bounces off of Martin, fires, bounces around, and in to end the first quarter for D-Book. A 3-point play.
Booker gets it back, draws the defender. Bridges on the cut.
One side, if the guy shoots over there, you got to get the opposite side. With that big body, he's going to get a lot of rebounds.
Payne able to turn the corner, drops it off to Booker. Behind the stripe, bullseye.
And for Phoenix, you'd like to see them get an easy basket.
Good defense by Biyombo. Towns wanted the foul, won't get it. Sets up Booker. And that's like a layup.
Driving on JaVale. Sent away. Slapped away by McGee.
Yeah, Sadiq, stay out there where you're knocking them jumpers down. Don't come in JaVale land.
Exactly. Book again. Another hoop for Book.
Go here in this opening quarter. McGee working the two-man game. Tied up. Book slips in behind the screen.
He was Suns player.
You got to believe this ball isn't leaving his hand other than to shoot the bucket at the horn. He left 7/10 of a second for good measure. Are playing with 3 fouls. Final 37 seconds. Back to a 6-point game. Book on the leaner. Got it. He's got 15.
They played well. And Quinn Snyder talked about that when we talked to him earlier today.
Booker, little float game, strong, tipped it up and in. Book it.
Well, he struggled in the first half, but he's hit 2 threes here in the third. Number 2 in the league in three-point shooting. Book pulls up on the face of Walker.
Maybe a little running hook to get it away from him.
Now 1.5 blocks per game. Book going a la CP3 through the big defender. Had the high.
A long 2 rebounded by Rudy Gay. Great anticipation by Payton. Booker to the rim. Got it.
Booker gets a switch with Reed stepping out. Finds Shamet. Gets the look. And gets the results.
14 rebounds against the Spurs.
Yeah, it's hard to put it together on a consistent basis. It's always the challenge for a young player. He didn't hear the whistle. So it was smart by Devin. He said, okay, I didn't hear the whistle. I'm going to throw it back out.
4 seconds. Raising up from deep. Cash it in with 1.1 traffic. And just an ill-advised pass attempt there for Bridges. Quick 3 on the way from Book, and down it goes. So Devin Booker already looking.
Although giving up size.
Yeah, does it in kind of a sneaky way.
Yeah.
Here Jay coming off of the outstanding shooting night. Feeding on the wing. Booker, who deposits the 3.
Well, the Suns get a couple.
Monster game Saturday night. Double-double and then 5 assists to boot. Gets the pin down on the smaller defender, House. Plumlee can't connect on the free throw. Paul comes away with it. Plumlee among the starters who has missed significant time. Book, rise and rip.
Book just, he surprised you.
106-74 lead and almost more comfortable on the road than they are at home.
It's going to be tested here, though, obviously, in San Antonio, where you got Popovich, who's, you know, a tactician.
I got excited. Booker with a great fake, and the defense floats by of Finney Smith, and he's open for the mid-ranger. Booker the other way, 9 of 18. He's at 1 of 6 from 3. Crowder right off that baseline.
Ingles blocked by Bismack. Ball leading the break. Booker on the drive and says it with his chest.
Right now, the Utah Jazz are facing all sorts of challenges on the defensive end.
And injuries to be able to sustain and win consistently.
Booker got the switch, sets up Bridges from the corner. Knock it down the triple.
Haven't shot it well, but their shot quality has been terrific here in this first quarter.
3 threes for the Suns. Booker down low, off the glass for 2.
That's why they're so dangerous in Florida.
75% shooting for Detroit, 15 of 20. Booker again. And hits.
He faked out Josh. He looked the other way like
last night. He went 4 of 10 from 3, but before that, Reggie, he was 9 of 53. It's McGee on the doorstep and a long pass, and they get the deuce. Nothing wrong. Into Smith. What a pass by Paul. Picked up by Booker. Got it.
Just Devin Booker in the right place at the right time there.
To hear stars like Chris Paul and Devin Booker talk openly about their focus of getting their coaching staff there, and
to come out here pregame and watch him go through his pregame paces, it's the same thing every time, and a nice dime inside to Biyombo. Same look, and a good result, Mark.
And I like what Biyombo does here. Gets it.
And distributing the ball and getting everybody involved.
Book thought about the three first, thinks about it some more, and why not? Bullseye.
You see it when they call slow-mo in Memphis, how he still gets it done, and he's really moving methodically, and that's what Cade Cunningham does.
Book with the answer. You're right. He never appears to be in a hurry.
Put in the work, right? Yeah. Finds the opening. Feeding it up top to McGee, and despite being held by Lamb, Jones went for 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 steals in his 30 minutes last night. Book comes right back and says, it's all right, scoop shot.
He's got a lot of stuff. I mean, so it's nothing that he can't do on the court.
Yeah, Monty was talking about Clarkson and the trouble that he presents his Book.
You know, you're so used to like wanting to help if a guy drives on your teammate. No, I think you got to take it upon yourself and just guard head up, just like what Devin just did.
Terrific deflection by Book. Raising up and crashing down is Bridges.
You see one of the key numbers on this season is so much teamwork as Smith gets the wide open look and opens up the scoring from deep.
And a Dallas 6-point lead. And this is their biggest. Phoenix is led by 5. Booker in the paint with traffic.
On the pull-up. And how about the job that Jay Crowder has done the last 2+ games on the glass? Deep three on the way and a long-range deposit from Devin Booker.
A little bit of a zone here, Mark.
A 1-3-1 zone. And you have to attack the seams.
They got it inside to Smith.
Biggest lead, 19. Book on the drive and kick, sets up Crowder. Open look, down it goes.
Oh, man. He earned it.
Paul able to poke it away from the rookie Sykes. Up ahead to the slashing Booker. And slips that one in. 94 as White gets inside again, ties it up at 8. Here's Book. Stop and pop.
Throws White.
Derek White just
Paul over Morris with a 3. Nice rebound inside by Smith. Booker, Cam Johnson 3.
Trying to do it all. His 4th rebound. He's got 6 assists.
He's not tired. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Oh, no, he's getting stronger as the game goes on, as he rips another triple.
And really making them pay on the other end.
Yeah, and the big one, again, getting the foul on Karl Anthony Towns is Biombo.
For more, go to theundefeated.com.
And salute the versatility, the variety of what it looks like throughout the course of different organizations in this league.
Give me that ball. Well, they're going to run at him.
Book sees the opening. Goes glass, float game in effect.
Detroit hanging with them in that first half. They shot 71% in the opening quarter. So all sorts of offensive fireworks in this one. McGee somehow guided it in with the left hand.
Free throws. Although he hit the rim on both free throws. So.
Yeah. I just love the firestorm, of course, that was created as another nice pass inside from Booker to Ayton.
About 3.5 minutes. Booker being guarded by Trent Forrest. Booker from deep knocks it home. An improved 3-point shooter this year.
So I expect Chris to step out and do what his son told him.
Yeah, something tells me he probably watches as much basketball as his pops does. Nice delivery inside Booker to Smith.
They got some limp in regards to their players, but I think this could be an advantage for the Suns to get some extra shots.
Book, little dribble hesitation, gets the finish and the foul. 29, he'll look.
Anytime he can get McDermott on him, then it's easy meat. You know, that's
Towns on the drive, on the block by Biombo. Towns late getting off the deck. Book with a dribble. The pose.
Seconds of the game. Paul is on the perimeter and Porzingis is on him. Devin Booker for 3. And he is a 40% 3-point shooter.
And now plays the passing lane like a defensive back for the steal. Up ahead to Cam, runs it to his twin. Book with the offensive rebound, gets it back, and back-to-back hoops. In that stretch.
I just think sometimes with Cam, he just got to be patient. And I don't think he knows he's moving 100 miles an hour, but at times he is. And when he's going about 85.
3 of 4 from downtown. Deep 3 on the way for Book. Registers the long hits. Tied up Good defense that time by Van Vliet. Sticks, fires, and connects.
I mean, that's sweet. Now, good thing that Campaign didn't give up on the play. You know, he kept his eyes on JaVale. I think guys need to throw that ball into a guy that really has it going.
Brandon Ingram, who missed the first meeting with the Suns. Couldn't get that shot to go down. Cam Johnson with the rise and a hammer finish. Book off the inbound, wanted to take the three, swings it over to Shamet. Gets another look from deep, and down it goes.
I mean, Bismack is getting knocked, undercut under the bucket, and they're not giving it to him.
Book on the drive. Left wing floater, money.
He's in a zone. Look at his eyes. For Shamet to stay in a nice groove. Don't force anything. He seems to have a good rhythm.
Book gets to his spot.
He's just mad. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Back out to Booker. Little float game with a soft, feathery touch. He's got 37.
Off the court, it didn't seem good.
Well, you and I were thinking that he would be the one out 2 weeks, not Campaign. As Book with a floater, his first points. And the Spurs throw it away. Up ahead to Bridges, racing the floor. Takes it in. Nice left-hand finish. Just in his 30 minutes. Fourth in the league in double-doubles with 25. Book on the drive, swings it outside, finding Bridges, who launches from deep and connects.
Blocks here in the first half. Bielma really good at that high screen, then diving to the hoop in a switch. He's being covered by Cunningham. Booker going one-on-one against Stewart. Pulls back, lines it up, and knocks it down.
That's just too easy.
109-103. Valanciunas 23 and 13. Book off the curl, fires.
Even if
31.
Even if he missed it, I think. Wow.
Yeah, Bridges is back after missing the last 2 games in protocol. After playing the team's first 34 games, leaner by Book, yes. So a hot start from Devin Booker.
They really trade all their players they have right now and build for the future. But he is going to be a huge part.
Book with his head down, attacks the basket with the left hand. Dude, joining him here, EJ.
Yeah,
his back Biombo's done a nice job, 13 and 12.
Well, I think more so he just needs some guys.
He has a career high in points and rebounds and assists this season. Brunson does. McGee, he'll float in from the...
They've been ripping on my Bears all year, so I was happy about that one. Trust me.
Book able to get some space to operate and deposits a long 2.
They need him to fulfill for this team. Booker calls for it. They're loading up on him. Left-handed shot is good. Devin Booker firing on all cylinders right now.
Then Murray tried to foul Campaign, but too fast and slippery. Book inside, little ball fake. He was waiting for.
And that's something, another key to the game is going to be taking care of the basketball. We talk about how many deflections this team gets, how disruptive they are.
Going after their 33rd win of the season. Book too strong. Tipped out of there by McGee, back into the hands of Book. Hesitation move to JaVale, and the tender touch.
The ball, here's Booker. Booker. It's nothing but net on the other side.
He getting physical with Chris Silva, trying to break free for that inbounds pass. Booker, corner pocket 3. Down it went for D-Book.
The back looks healthy. He looks good. And he's moving well. Booker, Bridges trying to make it 2 in a row, and does.
I love that cut there by Bridges.
Had the injuries, and Jaren Jackson Jr. in particular not missed the games he had. That team would have been a handful in the postseason a year ago.
Yeah, Taylor Jenkins just knows what he's doing with his ball club.
Good reverse inside by DA. The open look. They really struggled with their 3-point shooting last night in the loss to the Jazz. Pelicans shot just 26% from deep. His nice little reset and 5 quick points for Jalen Smith. He's been on a tear. The reigning Western Conference Player of the Week. Crowder again with another turnover. Up ahead to Book.
That's the way to do it.
Before that, Chris Paul had told Johnson to go into the corner to defend, and he just saw the drive and release, and so corner was wide open for Johnson.
Yeah, Wharton looked like he may have gotten a piece of that one.
Yeah, I'm going to give him his block on that.
Up ahead to Crowder. Another clean look. Another made 3. Hard time hanging on to the basketball here in the first couple of possessions. Booker plays the passing lane like a safety, gets the steal and runs it to the rim.
it was built and ready to go for him to take over and continue developing greatness.
Here comes Booker at the other way. Hold on there, Alexandra. We're going to come back to you. Booker hits the shot.
A lot of talking going on between those former Wildcats.
That's hilarious.
It's a beautiful thing. Book with the open look from deep, and Book goes boom.
You know, it's not hard to understand how centers like him get lost in the shuffle.
Right.
But on the Suns, they don't need his scoring. They need exactly what he's providing right now.
Book raising up behind the line and doing what he's done so effectively.
Category, which he has just made everybody else better.
Well, you know, it's because Chris does everything.
No idea who the other guys will be because all of them are very good at getting it done.
This is a shooting gallery in Michigan. Back comes Booker. He has 21.
NBA 2K going on right now.
Picked up by Bridges and now to Paul and ahead to Booker. Into Porzingis. He'll fly by him. Take it off and gets the two. Pretty play by Booker.
Going right into the chest of Biyombo. And really a heads-up play there, Andy, by Biyombo to lay off and avoid what would have been a second personal foul. It's Booker. Again, you see just kind of the aggressive defense that Van Vliet will extend on Devin Booker and Chris Paul as Jay Crowder gets the open look and knocks it down. Go 10 of 16 from deep tonight, EJ.
If they do that, it's just hard to beat this team. Now, again, you noted the reason that they stayed in the game is because of the offensive rebounding and getting to the free throws.
Along with Jalen Smith. Jalen from the corner, high arching three, beautiful stroke.
Top from Powell. Biyombo pokes it away with the steal. Numbers 4 on 2. Booker got it. And Bridges with the assist. And a timeout, Dallas.
I know his body is pretty similar to David Robinson's as well, but that's a tremendous shot there.
Another hit for Book.
Think.
And all started with a penetration by Lowry. What an addition he has been in Miami. Deep three.
Payne. That good with your three-point stroke. That's significant. Shamet gets the wide open look. Down it goes out of Florida State. Nice cut by Book. And 3 straight hits. Hurdle trying to post up. Good job by Biyombo to push him outside, then charge it free. How about Bismack Biyombo? Sets up the steal up ahead to Book, who flies in for the finish. 46 points.
A little bit better bounce.
2 minutes to play in the period. Paul working on Walker, gets it to Book, rising up from deep. Splashdown.
Now they executed that offense coming out of the timeout perfectly.
And not just your teammates, your head coach begging you to shoot the ball more.
Oh, great time inside Bridges from Booker.
These guys taking charges, in particular Lowry, the former Sun. PJ Tucker tripped up. Pulling up for 3. Absolutely for Book.
PJ Tucker
from the point guard. Booker working on Trey Jones. Gets Jones up. Squares. Fires. Connects. Back-to-back triples. Suns by 4. Jones.
He's figuring out the game. Like I said, this is a very difficult game when you first get in, but if you give your effort, you give it your all, you'll figure it out, as that guy has.
Book it. He has is Graham sees that one pop in and out. That Mark has been able to add some things to his offensive game. His Book rise and rip from long range.
That's why he's good at doing it. It's almost like your golf game. You're used to being in the bushes.
That's where I make my living. Booker, float game in effect. 20. Book looking for another 3 and will get it.
I mean, those are like tough shots for most players.
His strong hand when it comes to his float game. Booker slams on the brakes, backs up. Butter.
And Booker, beautiful pass. Bridges got it, maybe a little bit too strong. Booker had it again. Sheds the D, and a mid-ranger won't go. He gets it again and puts it in.
He is still almost exasperated right now because he cannot.
Raptor move back in front by 2, 50-48. Book lets it fly from deep, and down it goes. First 3-point hit of the night. Just 23 minutes. 7 of 9 from the field. Pushing the lead to a dozen. Book, little ball fake, steps up, fires, and hits.
Last 4 minutes, 4 minutes right now.
With another opportunity for the Suns. Sprints into a ball screen. Booker from the free throw line. Butter.
And the difference is
I like it. Put him in the post more.
9:21 now for Doncic, and the answer at the other end.
Booker has it out front. 7 on the shot clock. Looks for everybody to space out. Takes out his do-it-yourself kit. Raising up. Booker time! Book it!
Their feet. Book off the curl, gets the open look. Splash down.
Playing with a lot of confidence, and it's paying off. You see guys on the end of the bench, they can play. They're in the NBA too.
12-3 scoring run cut off there by Booker to Joe Ingles. It's Rudy Gay and Mikal Bridges doing battle, and the Warden comes up with a steal. No-look dish to the twin. Cam Johnson, too strong, but Book inside.
Not get out and really run it down your throat.
Suns continue to go to Book, and right now he's been the only scoring threat all night, the only scorer in double figures. Cooled off significantly now, 4 of 16 for the game.
And I think the Suns' defense is better as well.
Book on the step back, shooter's touch. First bucket of the night. That's kind enough to join us. And I know the guys have talked openly about their desire to get Monty and the coaching staff representing the organization.
Get that deal done. He wasn't playing. He was purposely sitting out. We'll tell that story in a second. A lot of congestion for Booker, but he got it.
Well, that is what you call a superstar finish right there. That
points. Tied up, feeds it back outside. Quick catch and shoot from Booker. Splash down.
And people say, how did he do that?
Coming in with a record of 34-9. Here we go again, 2-on-1. Bridges, the pump, the feed, another fake, and the deuce. Boy, they did it well.
Johnson fouled near midcourt. Our officiating crew tonight.
14, Pascal on the drive. Had it rejected by Smith, and Booker in transition. Got it in. Booker with 16.
The wrap around to Book.
Okay.
Lets it go. Biombo. No look inside Bridges.
Stop it.
Corey, another one of those veterans on this team who won a title with the Spurs in 2014. The Suns will see San Antonio tomorrow. Shamet set up beautifully by Book.
Well, the score certainly doesn't indicate how difficult the game this was.
Yes, credit Minnesota for giving the Suns all they can handle tonight.
T-Wolves brought them all they could. Suns have gone 11-3 without DA, which just continues to speak to their quality depth. There's Crowder from deep.
That time you got the arc on. Goal is to what? Get this thing below 15.
Booker on the breakaway. 2 more for D-Book. Timeout Miami.
And valuable pieces off the bench. All in street clothes tonight for the #1 scoring team. Book sets up the flyby on House. Knocks it down. A 30-point night.
House got the thought that he was going to drive it, and here's the flyby.
See, I think it is. You'll see them beat a team like the Warriors by 20 and then lose to a team like the Magic or Detroit.
18th of his career, 3rd in his Suns uniform. As Book, quick catch and shoot, delivers from deep.
And that's where we are now. This is where Phoenix excels. That's an unforced error from Powell. Booker sidesteps, Euro steps, and puts in the 2. Big shot.
Goal of the game for Miles Turner. Book, little dribble hesitation, gets LeVert up. And 1.
Yeah, Devin's one of them grooves right now. Man. Dance for me, Karis. Dance. That's it. Dance, then he stepped on his toe.
Oubre, though, his first here in the second half. Here is Bismack Biyombo, just signed with the Suns a couple days ago. Gets the deep post position. Ball fake. Up and in.
A free single Western bacon cheeseburger with the purchase of any size fountain drink.
Barton double figures. He's got 13, 6 boards. Book, right wing pull up. Straight butter.
Right, I tried to run you out of the arena. Good D, but better off.
Booker already in double figures with 10. Coming off his 11th 30-point game of the season and cooking early.
On the road against the Spurs, and he knows it's going to be a tough game. He's making it tough on him.
I guess he had established his pivot foot, I guess.
Book gets the look out of the corner, the rainbow connection.
This is how you shoot him out the zone.
Great elevation off the shot.
Can't connect. Up ahead to Booker, and you can see they are picking him up early and often. Little Euro one step.
Down and recreates that move again off the run and forces a timeout.
And it's so special for Devin being back in Michigan, grew up a Pistons fan, and loved watching Rip Hamilton. Fadeaway baseline, Book got it.
Look at him.
More chirping.
He's talking to everybody.
Again.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously he's home, and that's got him going.
Mikal, boy, how many times have we seen him in this first half just keep loose balls alive with active hands? Book goes glass and one.
Glass. Biombo gets a deuce, but right there, you got him. Use the glass. That's a soft shot, man.
Yeah, Suns 13 turnovers. The Jazz with just 10. Down the hatchet goes for Devin Booker. Will be attempting 13 and 14 here.
House going under the screen on Devin.
Booker working against Jordan Clarkson. Got him up in the air. Counted! And one. Book it. Devin Booker hotter than fish grease to start this basketball game.
And to me, the mistake is Jordan Clarkson giving him his left hand.
Booker on top and Terrence Mann is there. They switch. Johnson open. A three.
Very well. 7 games since coming off of health and safety protocols, averaging almost 25 points and nearly 10 assists in that stretch. Book on the fade and hits. So 18 points per game.
Yeah, again, you can't guard Devin if you drop your hand. I mean, he doesn't care about you being physical with him.
Biombo as the Suns looking to run. Up ahead to Book. Little show and go. Took it behind the back. Runs it to the rack.
Slow evolving play, and they isolate Book against Diallo. Rises up over the top and one. Just got to take his time.
Yeah, he's just getting a break.
So instead of checking out, he'll just take his time to get to the free throw line.
Little theatrics.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's back at home.
And the Big Blue Nation.
Finally, Mitchell, Gobert, and Bogdanovic.
So, yeah, I just saw earlier tonight that Ingles was finally
Thank you. Exactly.
there,
so it's going to hit everyone.
Yeah.
And so that you just have to persevere through it.
Book.
Good pass right there from Jalen Smith. That ball, it wasn't just
he's going to win the matchup, but he does have a huge advantage.
I'm not going to say it too loudly. I don't know about you. Booker knocks down the baseline jump shot.
You can tell that they're really concentrating on blocking out.
Nice inbound play. Sets up Book for the easy 2. A well-executed inbound play.
Knowing Torrey Craig is going to chase on that, that's going to
He's only scored 4 points the last 6 minutes. Doncic carving in. Shot clock at 8. Drive by Finney-Smith. Collision inside.
Now, why would they look at this? In slow-mo, this is a great block here by Devin Booker. The question is going to be the follow-through.
Book off the elbow. Feeling it early. And he has historically played well. Leads it out. Extra pass. Sets up Bridges from the corner. Boy, good possession. Offensive board, DA. Back to Book. Fires and connects.
Too much. On the fly is Bridges. 3 defenders back. An open Book.
Good move by Morris. Very quick move, but knocked away with nice defense. Booker on the wing. Wainwright will fly. What a pass and a great break.
looking to release him as he was dealing and coming off of ankle surgery in the offseason. But they were wanting to make sure that he was in a position. Good closeout that time by Cam. Landale loses the handle. Greg Popovich exasperated. Book on the drive, the finish, and the foul.
Suns just eliminated a 10-point at the highest level of basketball because no lead is safe, especially against a team that has this guy. Okay, like you don't think
5 from the field, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. He's got more free throw makes and attempts than do the entire Suns team. Book on the drive, goes high off the glass and gets the kiss. They'll reset on the shot clock to 14 off the inbound. Book puts the Suns back in front.
Difficult here in the fourth quarter.
Shamet cut off by Holiday. Book behind the back, gets in traffic, hangs and hits. Looking for the and one.
Obviously in for one now. Pacers hot and going, but Devin Booker's been flowing all night. That's a hanging.
Booker off the baseline screen. Good matchup against Royce O'Neal. Booker, a very proficient mid-range shooter, knocks it down.
That's why it's important to play with pace, but you see in the half court, Whiteside is stuck. Looking to double.
Downtown, and that was really kind of part of their undoing, Annie, was because they were just unable to knock down threes when it really mattered. Book.
And if you're open, he always wants to work and get a better shot. But when you're open and you've got
24 minutes, and we all know that's a ton of time to do anything.
Suns with an open shooter. It's Mikal Bridges. Downloads a three to start this.
3-point San Antonio lead. Suns have won 5 straight meetings between these two clubs. A nice work off the window on the drive by Booker. And he is 6 of 7 from the field.
Yeah, well, again, the Suns came in not really seeing him as a major threat. And when that happens,
his wings as far as playing the 3 position, the 4 position, so he's in and out of different spots, but absolutely not just settling for the 3.
Michael Eaves, Shanae Ogwumike, Richard Jefferson, Big Perk in the studio. Breaking it down for you. Here's Booker against O'Neal. Now Pascal picks him up on the switch. A contested 3, no problem. Booker looks at the sellout crowd and says, you need to sit down for a moment. That was a long 2. Makes it a 10-point
Rebound
game.
by Paul. The Phoenix Suns are the only team in the NBA in the top 5 in offense and defense. Booker got it. Hard shot. Down the hatch it goes.
This game. And Booker, Chris Paul, 2 of the best to do it in that area. A couple of Euro steps right there, and there's the contact by the...
Oh, looking for the screen. Baits the defender Bataze over, finds Book on the drive, grabbed on his way to the basket. It'll still go in the hole.
Yeah, and it's not a lot of guys the crowd know that he's not making shots, right? Because they know Devin makes shots and they've seen him miss.
On the night, where the Suns need a bucket. Plenty of time. Book working, gets it back, fires for 3. Bullseye.
Understands what his job is. He got it to him and kind of screened off Hart as he did it.
Suns making the extra pass. Under 3.5 to go here. Fading back for the triple. Rise and rip as Book.
Watch Book cook. Nice little sidestep by D-Book.
That's that guy.
The Euro was a no for Murray. Up ahead, Paul floating. Booker with the finish. Now you know. Smith with the Biombo. I beg your pardon.
Biombo.
Presence felt
acted like Mutombo.
Booker from the corner.
Devin
rise up and rip it.
Devin. I know, not in a good mood by what happened in Boston. He's trying to take it out on the Hornets early.
He's now been surrounded by, but you'll still see some 40-point games sometimes in the finals.
Yeah, you'll see him.
Booker to the 10th floor with the flush.
And he's still talking to that fan over there with the jersey on.
The first statement by D-Book.
Okay, now Devin pointed at he looked at the fan. Right? He looked at somebody on the baseline.
Have done all the damage, but throws it away. Nice touch pass up ahead to Payne. Runs the break. Finds that guy, number 1, bullseye.
There's some fans over there going. It's timing. And then on the break, Campaign slowed it up, didn't get overly aggressive. And he finds that. Right in the games that he had, just been unbelievable.
Duarte getting shot blocked by Booker, able to retrieve, winding up. He was trying to exercise
to the left. Let me see. Oh, I'm telling you, ooh, he was there.
He was right there.
Oh, he was
just
there.
Yeah.
He was there. Yeah, he was. Now, see, that was the miss. So he got lucky and it went in.
Side of your screen, this is on the free throw from Book, his first free throw attempt. You see the Raptors mascot. You know, when there's nobody else in the building.